Have you ever lost something precious simply for doing the right thing? Imagine being fired on the spot for a simple act of kindness. Would you fight for justice or would you walk away defeated? Tonight, a woman's life is about to change in the most unexpected way. Los Angeles shimmered under the evening lights, the streets alive with the pulse of the city. Inside the opulent walls of Le Grand Lux, a high-end restaurant catering to the elite, servers glided between tables, their crisp uniforms and measured steps reflecting the establishment's rigid standards. Tasha Williams, a 27-year-old waitress, maneuvered through the lavish dining area with practiced grace. She had worked here for 3 years, pouring her soul into every shift. Her dream was simple yet profound: to one day own her own restaurant, where dignity and hard work were rewarded, not punished. But tonight, fate had other plans. The atmosphere shifted when the front doors opened, and a hush swept across the restaurant. A man in a tailored yet understated suit stepped in. Elon Musk. The murmurs of admiration rippled through the air. Some guests discreetly reached for their phones, eager to capture the moment. Tasha, too, felt the weight of his presence, but professionalism kept her composed. At his private table, Musk dined with a few associates, discussing matters that no doubt shaped industries. Then, in an instant, a seemingly trivial event sent shockwaves through the night. His phone slipped from his hand, skidding across the polished floor. Instinct overrode hesitation. Tasha, stationed nearby, bent swiftly, retrieving the device before it could be kicked or trampled. She wiped the screen against her apron and extended it back with a polite smile. "Here you go, sir. Enjoy your meal." Musk nodded, a faint smile of gratitude crossing his lips. But before he could utter a word, a sharp voice cut through the moment. "Tasha!" Linda Carter, the restaurant manager, stormed forward, her heels clicking with authority. The room fell silent. Guests turned, their curiosity piqued by the sudden tension. "Who gave you permission to approach Mr. Musk?" Linda's voice dripped with disdain. Tasha's stomach twisted. You were just breaking protocol. You do not engage with VIPs unless spoken to. This is unacceptable behavior." Linda's face burned red with anger, her voice rising as she turned to Musk. "I deeply apologize for this intrusion." Musk's brows furrowed. "There's no need to apologize. She was just helping." But Linda was unmoved. "Tasha, you're done here. Hand over your apron." A murmur spread through the restaurant like wildfire. A few guests whispered in disbelief. Tasha's breath caught in her throat. "Fired? Over this?" "Wait, what?" Tasha's voice wavered between shock and defiance. "I was just being helpful. And now you're talking back? That's it. Get out." Linda spat, her tone laced with finality. Tasha felt the weight of dozens of eyes on her. Musk looked at her, his expression unreadable. But the humiliation was already sinking in, searing through her skin. She unclasped her apron, folded it with trembling hands, and placed it on the nearest table. Without another word, she turned and walked toward the exit. The cool night air hit her like a wave as she stepped outside. The city lights blurred behind a haze of unshed tears. She had lost her job just like that, over something so absurdly small yet undeniably unjust. Her phone vibrated in her pocket. A text from her mother. "How was work tonight, baby?" Tasha inhaled sharply, blinking away her tears before responding. "It was eventful. I'll call you later." She sat on the curb, hugging her knees to her chest. She had bills to pay, dreams to chase, but now she was stranded, jobless, and aching with frustration. Little did she know, her story was far from over, because inside the restaurant, Elon Musk was already typing a tweet that would change everything. Tasha sat in her small apartment, staring at her phone. The night before, she had lost her job in the most humiliating way possible. Her rent was due in 2 weeks, and she had no backup plan. She clenched her fists, trying to push away the anger building inside her. Her phone vibrated. She ignored it. Then another vibration, and another. Finally, she reached for it, only to see dozens of missed calls and messages. One name stood out: Jordan, her best friend. Jordan, Tasha, check Twitter now. Tasha frowned and opened the app. The first thing she saw was a post by Elon Musk. Last night, I witnessed a waitress get fired for helping me pick up my phone. That's not right. If anyone knows how to contact her, let me know. I have an opportunity for her. Her heart pounded. The post had gone viral. Thousands of comments flooded in, condemning the restaurant, supporting her, and tagging news outlets. She hesitated. Was this real? Was Elon Musk actually trying to reach her? A notification popped up. A direct message request from an unfamiliar account. Hello, Tasha. This is Henry, Elon Musk's assistant. Mr. Musk would like to speak with you today. Please let us know your availability. Tasha's breath caught in her throat. She had no idea what was coming next. A black Tesla pulled up in front of Tasha's apartment complex. She had never been inside a car like this before. The driver, a polite man in a suit, opened the door for her. The ride was silent except for her racing thoughts. What did Musk want with her? Was this really happening? When the car stopped, she stepped out in front of the SpaceX headquarters. The building loomed over her, sleek and futuristic. A woman in a navy blue suit approached her. Ms. Williams? My name is Sarah. Follow me, please. Tasha walked through the grand entrance, trying to steady her nerves. Inside, people moved with purpose, dressed in professional attire. She suddenly felt self-conscious in her jeans and blouse. Sarah led her to a glass-walled conference room. And there he was, Elon Musk. Mr. Musk, this is Tasha Williams, Sarah said before stepping back. Musk looked up from his tablet and smiled. Tasha, it's good to meet you. Please have a seat. Tasha sat, unsure what to say. Musk leaned forward, his expression serious. What happened to you last night was unacceptable. No one should lose their job for being kind. I can't change what happened, but I can offer you a new opportunity. Tasha's mouth went dry. What kind of opportunity? She asked cautiously. Musk glanced at Sarah, who handed Tasha a folder. Inside were details about a managerial position at one of Musk's luxury restaurant ventures. I want you to be part of something bigger. You've worked in this industry long enough to know what needs to change. Help us do it. Tasha's hands trembled as she flipped through the documents. A high salary, benefits, a future. Is this real? She whispered. Musk chuckled. It's as real as you want it to be. As Tasha processed the offer, the outside world erupted. The backlash against Le Grand Luxe had reached a boiling point. Social media campaigns called for boycotts. News outlets picked up the story. Protesters gathered outside the restaurant, chanting for justice. Inside the restaurant, Linda Carter sat in a tense meeting with the owner, Richard Mallory. He slammed a newspaper onto the table. Do you realize what you've done? We're losing customers. Investors are pulling out. Our reputation is in flames. Linda, usually so confident, shifted in her chair. Sir, I was only enforcing policy. She broke the rules. Mallory's face darkened. No, you let your bias ruin this business. Now you're the face of this disaster. She opened her mouth to argue, but the look in his eyes told her it was useless. You're fired, Linda. Effective immediately. Linda's world crumbled around her. As security escorted her out, she saw the cameras, the reporters, the protesters. The humiliation was overwhelming. Back at her apartment, Tasha sat alone, staring at the job offer. This was everything she had dreamed of. A real chance to build something for herself. Her phone rang. Jordan. Girl, have you made up your mind yet? This is insane. You're about to work for Elon Musk. Tasha sighed. It's a lot to take in. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? Jordan's voice softened. You've worked your whole life for an opportunity like this. If anyone deserves it, it's you. Tasha exhaled slowly. Maybe Jordan was right. Maybe this was her moment. The next morning, she picked up her phone and dialed the number Henry had given her. When he answered, she took a deep breath. I accept the offer. Let's do this. And just like that, her life changed forever. Tasha stands outside the restaurant, looking up at the sign of Second Chance. Her heart beats steadily as she watches the line of customers forming at the entrance. Tonight is the grand opening. She takes a deep breath and steps inside, the smell of freshly prepared dishes filling the air. Elon Musk walks through the doors, glancing around with approval. He approaches Tasha, offering a nod. The crowd takes notice, whispering among themselves. Reporters hold up their microphones. Elon says, Tasha, you've turned a moment of injustice into an opportunity. I'm proud to be here tonight. Tasha straightens her posture. Thank you. This place is for people like me who just needed one chance to prove themselves. The first guests are seated. The kitchen is a coordinated dance of movement. Orders are called out, dishes are plated, and servers move swiftly across the floor. Customers smile as they take their first bites. Outside, more people gather, eager to get inside. A former coworker from Le Grand Lux appears at the entrance. It's Jordan, another server who witnessed her firing. He hesitates before stepping forward. Jordan says, Tasha, I wanted to say I'm sorry. I should have spoken up that night. I didn't think it would change anything, but now I see how wrong I was. Tasha studies him for a moment before nodding. Jordan shifts his weight, unsure if he should stay. She says, people make mistakes. What matters is what they do after. Jordan glances at the restaurant, then back at her. Do you need another server? Someone who knows what it's like to be in your shoes? Tasha smiles slightly. Come in. We could use someone who understands what fairness looks like. The news of Second Chance spreads quickly. Social media buzzes with praise. Customers post their experiences, highlighting the kindness of the staff and the quality of the food. Former employees of Le Grand Lux share their own encounters with unfair treatment. The controversy surrounding the old restaurant resurfaces. Reports confirm that Le Grand Lux has permanently closed due to financial struggles. One evening, Tasha receives an unexpected call. A businesswoman in New York is interested in investing in a second location. Tasha listens, absorbing every word, realizing that her journey is only beginning. She steps outside, looking at the restaurant once more. The neon sign glows in the night. She takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of her past lifting. She has proven herself, and she is ready for whatever comes next. To those watching, remember this. No act of kindness should be punished. No injustice should be ignored. If you ever find yourself in a moment where you must choose between silence and action, choose action. Because one moment can change everything. If you enjoyed this story, check out our next video where we explore another tale of resilience and justice. Click the link on the screen now.